Hello and welcome. So just allowing a minute or two for people to join and settle in. Welcoming everyone, wherever you are, on this beautiful Friday, 15th of May. And there's the first little signs going up. I need to be careful not to burn myself here. Melanie, you're always up there. And John and Liz. Melanie Mamakos from California. John and Lynn, welcoming you both from Adnamurchen, and Liz Harris from Fife. Wonderful, beautiful. And a couple more. Lovely. My glasses. I'm really having to strain to see. Lovely to see you. Beautiful to see you. What are you saying? Good evening. Many blessings to everyone. Evelien Knecht from Belgium and Sandra Lane. Welcome. Beautiful. So, yes, if you're watching, it's lovely to know you're there. And for the others, because we're forming this community, before my eyes, the community forms, this global grove that it's become. So we're on Earth Service number 8. So number 8 reflects, this is the 8th week we're entering of lockdown, or whatever you want to call it, the 8th week of this altered time. And Earth Service emerged in this time, to sing for the earth, to sing for our soul, and for the soul, the wider soul. So we'll kick off with a song. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you know it, I encourage you to join in. This one is from Scotland. This one's from the Isle of Iona. Someone called John Bell from the Iona community. Some of you may know it and will be familiar with the island and its beauty. Take me as I am. Summon out what I shall be. Set your seal upon my heart and live in me. Take me as I am. Summon out what I shall be. Set your seal upon my heart and live in me. I'd love for you to join me for the third round. Take me as I am. Summon out what I shall be. Set your seal upon my heart and live in me. So welcome in, anyone who's joined since we started that song. So that's a great one, I find, for really becoming centered. From wherever I was, wherever we were, we become more in tune, more in harmony through singing. That's a very stilling song, a very grounding, peaceful, beautiful song. Thank you, John Bell from the Iona community, from that one. So when we get normally this is the new normal, isn't it? Yes. In the old days, when we used to sing, we used to sit round in a round house, 20, 30, 40, 50 of us or more sometimes. Of course, you can hear each other singing. And the big difference, I suppose, I'm singing here on my own and trusting and welcoming and inviting you to join in the singing. There's nobody to hear you, or maybe just your loved ones. So go for it. It's very, it's a great medicine. That's the truth of it. It's a great medicine. Right, let's have another song. Okay. Tonight's, yes, it's always, tonight has become a peaceful, more sort of laid back sort of session from what I've gathered, the material I've gathered. Sometimes it's more upbeat and more drummy and more earthy. This one's more, contemplative, I suppose is the word. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. Together. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. Last time all together. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Peace, be still, there is nowhere to rush. Okay. So in this changed time, days tended to lose their former meaning without, for those certainly on a Monday to Friday work schedule, then suddenly it all morphed and merged into day after day after day, although there's a sense of that returning as more people go back to work and more traffic and so on. But the end of the week, yeah, we are, Friday. And for many people, that is a time to sort of, it's the end of the week, the weekend's ahead. But there's a beauty for me in these Earth Service sessions being on a Friday, because Friday is the day of the goddess. So on the mainland of Europe, Vendredi, for instance, Vendredi, Venus Day. So each day was and is linked to a planet. Venus, the goddess of love. And of course here it's Friday. Frigga's Day, as is from the Norse. But Frigga again, the goddess of love. Friday is the day of the goddess and the day of love. So what better day to hold these sessions? So we'll have one more song and then we'll link in. What song did I think? Yeah, this is a good one. Tonight, what's emerged interestingly, and that this hasn't, not in this way, it hasn't happened before. Tonight has become, through the nature of the songs I've chosen, a Sufi type themed evening. Now, for you, Sufism is the esoteric arm of Islam, if you like, but Sufism is the mystical arm. Rumi and the like, and Hafiz and all of those poets were of the Sufi tradition. It's the more mystical, the more contemplative, and but of the East. But we bring it here. These sessions, they're not so much, I don't see them and regard them as interfaith, as transfaith. My term for it is transfaith, because it's all faiths and none are welcome here. And the and none is really important. Interfaith presumes you've got a faith. Transfaith includes those of no faith. For me, maybe. Yeah, whatever. So here's a beautiful song. Go sweep out the chambers of your heart. Make it ready. Oh, make it ready to be a dwelling for the beloved. When you are empty, love will enter. Go sweep out the chambers of your heart. Make it ready, oh, make it ready to be a dwelling for the beloved. When you are empty, love will enter. Go sweep out the chambers of your heart. Make it ready, oh, make it ready to be a dwelling for the beloved. When you are empty, love will enter. Go sweep out the chambers of your heart. Make it ready, oh, make it ready to be a dwelling for the beloved. When you are empty, love will enter. Go sweep out the chambers of your heart. Make it ready, oh make it ready to be a dwelling for the beloved. When you are empty, love will enter. When you are empty, love will enter. When you are empty, love will enter. So let's invite you, let's link in our mind's eye. Let's all link in. We're all present, and it's wonderful to see all these messages going up, which I will read afterwards. And it's good, it's lovely for others to know we're all present. And perhaps after this bit, because I might forget, you'll just put in what quality comes up for you. Not yet, because we'll go into it now. So linking in Global Grove, and we're here, at least we can all have our individual interpretations of why we're here for various reasons, but essentially this comes in under the umbrella or in the spirit of Sovereign Earth, about helping us, humanity, put nature as sacred, regarding nature as sacred again. So, dear Earth, Spirit of the Earth, mysterious quality beyond all names, we honour our presence here in this circle and our presence upon the living being of the earth, of which we are part, of which I am a part. And we come here to sing, to reflect, to be, but to bring into consciousness the beauty of the earth and our presence in relation to you. So we'll each put in a quality, and then we'll seal that with 3 Awens. Actually, I might just give you a few seconds. That you heard me speak. Speak your truth in relation to the earth or to the time or what's in your heart right now. A few seconds to express what your intention here is. Okay, so I'm going to light 3 candles, not 4 candles, in the famous sketch, but 3 candles. The first candle I'm going to light, and I'm going to name a quality and put that into the circle, into our intention, into our journey. So I'm JJ. And what tonight is the quality that's calling right in this moment? Humility. So there's 2 more candles, and I'm going to invite us, put in at least 1 more quality as I light this. If you'd say your name and put in a quality, and afterwards it'd be lovely to share those through the message there. So your name and a quality. and I didn't think of this, but how about someone else's name who you think would, who you know would really benefit from this? Somebody who maybe is close to you and you love, or somebody who needs healing. The name of someone else, and a quality to go with it. And in that moment I brought to mind Esther, who's just lost her husband Philip, who was a dear friend of mine as well. And the quality was compassion. But you're all having your own contributions here. So we'll just mark that now with 3 breaths and 3 Arwens. So deep breath for the earth. 3 breaths first. Deep breath for the beautiful earth beneath us. And a deep breath for the wondrous sky above. And a 3rd breath for the miraculous waters, the purity of water that surrounds us. And 3 Arwens just to seal that. Arwen, flowing spirit, sacred breath, deep breath. Just enjoying the moment, just holding hands still in this, connected through space and time around the globe, and then squeezing hands and coming back to your presence wherever you are, in whatever room, whatever space. I'm just going to have a drink, and while I'm doing that, if it's convenient for you, maybe just enter the quality that came up, that you've put in, so that it feels more, even more, that we're forming this sacred space together. If it works for you, no obligation, but it'd be interesting to know what qualities are coming together here. Beautiful, thank you. So these Sufi themed tunes and chants, they might be from a different time and a different culture even, but they speak to us, I believe, just as Rumi's poetry goes right to our heart, because this anything that comes from the source and is authentic and speak to us and sings to us, we know it, and it doesn't matter. What matters is it comes from a place of love, I would guess. Yeah, that'd be my assessment. So here's one, if I can read it. Let me see a few of those, some qualities. Hope and courage, says Eva. Joy in the small things, says Rachel O'Reilly. Abundance from Ruby. Life from Jessie Ray. Heartfulness from Joa. I miss Jamie's. Harmony from Jill. Beautiful. And there'll be others there that I've missed or can't read. And I've nearly burnt myself, haven't I? You can have a laugh at that. I didn't do myself any damage anyway. Right, so here's another song. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Last time. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Let my heart reflect your light, Lord, as the moon reflects the light of the sun, in love, always in love. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, Allah, ooh. So as my voice broke in the middle of that chorus, which, yeah, it was stretching my vocal cords a little bit. Maybe I didn't do much warm-up before this session. But I'm reminded of Tim Buckley's words. Was it Tim Buckley or Jeff? Tim Buckley said, there's no such thing as good singing. There's only present. And I tipped that the other way. There's no such thing as bad singing. there's only present. And I think actually, if I'm honest, I think my mind had started to wander and I lost my focus. Interesting. Also, there's such a beauty let my light reflect. Let the moon reflects the light of the sun, and it's like a love dance, moon and sun, moon and sun. And there's another one comes to mind. The sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole world. I love that. So true. Right. Another of our... And although Allah is not our familiar deity, well, to many of us at least, maybe to some of you, but Allah, like Awen, Allah, the is the Godhead, is the unknowable, is the divine. I love the origin of our word, the English word admiral. It's so the al at the end is Allah, is God, Lord. The mir in admiral is sea, and the ad is on, so it's Lord of the Sea. Admiral. It's an Arabic word. Interesting, isn't it? Ishkala ma'bud lillah. God is love, lover and beloved. Ishkala ma'bud lillah. God is love, lover and beloved. Ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah, ooh, Allah. Ishkala ma'bud lillah. God is love, lover and beloved. Ishkala ma'bud lillah. God is love, lover and beloved. Oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah. Please join if you care to. Ishkala ma'bud lillah. God is love, lover and beloved. Ishkala ma'bud lillah. God is love, lover and beloved. Oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah. So within that one, God is love, lover, and beloved. And for anyone who has a trouble with the word God, and some people may, I did in my teens and 20s and into my 30s even, I had trouble with that word and I couldn't say it. But actually, it's a description of something that's beyond words anyway. Cosmic birther, compassionate, great compassionate one, divine mystery, whatever. So I want to read you, I'd love to read you now. I say love to read you because I actually would love to read you this. It's one of my all-time favourite poems. I stumbled on it maybe 13 years ago. Quite a significant time in my life. Anyway, where was I then? Yeah, I was living in the yurt. Where else? Yeah, in the woods. So in the yurt, in the woods, I came across this and it really spoke to me. And again, what's beautiful about this, it was written by, get this, somebody called Mahmoud Shabistari. He was a contemporary of Rumi and Hafiz, but is less known. Mahmoud Shabistari. But it's in the book, it comes from The Secret Rose Garden. I just love that. From The Secret Rose Garden. It's called Gambling the Self. And actually after this, after I read this, I won't say anything else, I'll just sound the bowl and we'll go into a period of reflective, contemplative, meditative silence. Whatever comes up for you either through this or wherever you are. But together we share this sacred time, sacred space. Okay, gambling the self. The stakes are high for real prayer. You must gamble yourself and be willing to lose. When you have done this, and the self shakes off what you believed yourself to be, then no prayer remains. Only a sparkle of the eyes. The knower and the known are one. If you penetrate the center of time and space, you can bypass the addictions of the world. You can become the world itself. So I don't know about you, but yeah, it's powerful. It's beautiful to take time out in this way. All the more so when it's with other folk. And although we can't see each other, you can see me, at least virtually. I can't see any of you, but I know you're there, and I felt and feel your presence. It might be it isn't fanciful. I can feel it. It makes a difference. And what we're doing here makes a difference in the world. I believe, truly, I believe that to be so. That we contribute to this fruitful vision of the earth in a more wholesome and a healthier relationship and a more sacred view of the earth by all of us who live on her. So I'm going to sing another song. This is not a Sufi song particularly, but it's something about it in this ilk. It's of that. It has a quality that sort of dovetails into it. For those, if anybody's thinking it's a bit too much contemplation this week, next week I'll make up with a bit more earthy tree song type thing. But this week this felt right, and I go with my gut. So here we go. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. There is a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower, unfolding is the highest goal. mane padme Om mane padme Om mane padme Om mane padme Om. I don't know if it transmits through the microphone, but the birds are singing outside. In fact, if I had the window open, it'd be really loud. But I won't do that right now, but it is beautiful. Actually, maybe I will do that right now. Give me one moment. So maybe you can hear the birds, maybe you can't, it doesn't matter. They feel like they're closer to that. And I feel close to all of you here now. It's like an extended family. It's become more so, as many of you are regulars, but it is like family. And even though it's hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, it doesn't matter. We're linked. So we'll finish with one more song. Can you hear the birds? Beautiful. It's another Sufi song. It's Rumi words, I think. I'm loath to sing over the birds. Oh, musician of my soul, sing your song with every breath. Oh, musician of my soul, sing your song with every breath. Oh, musician of my soul, sing your song with every breath. Oh, musician of my soul, sing your song with every breath. Hear those birds? Feels magic. So I invite us to link hands. I'll sound the bowl 3 times at the very end, but if we link in again, just like we did earlier on, Feels like the birds are part of the circle now as well. So we're all linked in, and we've shared a relatively brief journey, maybe up about an hour, in honour of the earth. Earth service. Let us be of service to the earth through our song, through singing our souls, through singing our hearts out like the birds do, with passion, with beauty, with joy. So we share 3 breaths. First breath, from this cauldron of beautiful song that we've spun and woven and sung together, let's take a breath for ourselves. Deep breath. Second breath, for our loved ones, for our families, our friends, our communities, and for people. Deep breath. And a third breath, for all sentient beings, for the good of all beings, for the good of the birds, the trees, the streams, the mountains, and the earth. Deep breath. 3 Arwens. Deep breath. So I'm tempted to say, yeah, with this, we have been enchanting the void. That's why the website's called what it is, and the Facebook page, because we cast a spell into the void and we enchant it with song and soul and sustenance. So squeezing the hands either side, we give thanks. That's the end of the session, but I'd just like to mention, next week's Sovereign Earth on Tuesday I never decide until nearer the time, but it's probably going to be the beauty or passion, although it might be something completely different, but those are the ones bubbling. If you haven't seen any of the past 42 episodes, that most of them are on YouTube, JJ Middlewave Sovereign Earth. If you want cheering up, or you know people who would, if anybody's languishing or needing sustenance or cheering up, just point them to Sovereign Earth on YouTube. Honestly, they're just any one of them will do them. They're good medicine. And just a couple of plugs. The first one is a poetry book that's come out recently, Magic Imagination. Some of you if you can, on Enchanting the Void website, on the shop bit, there's a donate button for one, and there's some means of paying by PayPal. I'm not very good on these things, but there's a poetry book. Some of you may have ordered it already. I'm going to deal with anybody from last Tuesday who has ordered. Maybe make it plain if you're looking for the poetry book. And some kind folks have donated, just given money to sustain me in this work. And it's an invitation, not an obligation. But anybody who was able to do that, I'd be really grateful to keep me going. And other than that, I hope to see some of you next Tuesday for Sovereign Earth, or else next Friday for this beautiful, simple Earth service. Bye. Oh, let's blow out the candles together. Let's all blow out the candles together. There's a stray one here I'm going to blow out first. So, just offering this out to the world for everyone's goodness. On the count of 3, all together. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Good night.